a week later, he calls me up and says, yeah, you've been accepted as a seminarian for the Archdiocese. And so I actually started with the Archdiocese of Galveston, Houston. That first winter, I was kind of praying through it and with my spiritual director, and I was like, man, again, the Lord uses my intentions that may not have been as pure. I wanted, if I was going to do this, I was doing it on my terms. I wanted to be in Houston. I was going to watch a bunch of Astros games. I was gonna have these parishes, and it was all gonna. And the Lord's like, okay, now that you slowed down and you're sitting with me and in a lot of adoration and prayer, I want you to be in your home diocese. I want you to be with your people and with your kind of rural diocese, the people that you've grown up and known. You know their experiences. You know what they go through. Praying for rain after every mass, and then when a hurricane hits, praying for it to stop and then come back later on.
Diocese of Victoria.
Diocese of Victoria. Okay. And so, Father, it was that Easter or that Lent, when I let Father TJ know, I was like, this is something that's been on my heart. And he goes, okay, well, you're going to be with us throughout the year. But for Easter, go to your home parish, serve there, and see how it feels. Because I had served at St. Michael's off of Sage for Christmas. And when I went home at Easter, it was home. And I recognized it. And I was like, okay. And so I let him know. In that June, I transferred to the diocese. And I've been a seminarian for the Diocese of Victoria since the June of 2017, and they did what they call the Troubadour Tour, and so we were helping with kids camps at 7 different parishes. So I got to see multiple different parishes of our diocese because I grew up in a very beautiful part of the diocese, and to then go and see the life and the vibrancy across the diocese, a different kind of ways it's lived out or expressions of it, but to see that was just a gift. And so then, I entered for them, but they told me I was going to stay at St. Mary's, and I was like, that's exactly where I want to be, because it's nice to be able to drive an hour and 15 minutes home and visit mom and dad and help them out. And
then do most of the seminarians there in Victoria end up going to St. Mary's? As
of now, every seminarian will go either to HTS. And we got 4 of them up there at Holy Trinity because they're undergrad.
That's in Dallas.
In Dallas. And we have everyone else is at St. Mary's. And with Bishop Cahill being our bishop, he had been rector of St. Mary's Seminary for 10 years. And so he had a very good relationship. He also likes that we can come back for diocesan events, Chrism Mass and everything.
Yes.
And some of the guys prior to, there would be a couple of them go up to the Josephinum in Ohio, because that's where Bishop Fellhauer had been formed. And so keeping that relationship along. But Bishop Cahill, he very much enjoys having us there at St. Mary's, and I love the place.
Are there a lot of guys with you from your diocese, from Victoria?
We have 6 at St. Mary's. 2 of them are on pastoral year, so we have 4 on campus, and 2 of them are back in the parishes, one in Port Lavaca and one in Victoria. And we were able to get together and have a group. My first year as a seminarian with the Diocese of Victoria, we only had 2 guys, and so it fluctuates. But we've had a good crew of guys, and then again,
but you were never alone.
No, never alone. And a lot of times, I made really good friends my first year, and so you got upperclassmen that I'll still go visit during my breaks from other dioceses, because they were the ones that you were playing basketball with, the ones you were praying with, the ones that you had an Exodus 90 to kind of get you better, and to kind of enter in and kind of avoid some of those struggles.